The soft light of the night lamp glowed in the corner. Paru cuddled close to her soft teddy, and Chanku lay beside her with wide, curious eyes. Papa smiled and gently brushed their hair. Tonight, I'll tell you about the saddest day in Ayodhya. The day the heart of the kingdom stopped beating. Papa began in a soft voice. As the sun was setting behind the palace walls, the people of Ayodhya heard the sound of horses' hooves. Clip-clop, clip-clop. It was Sumantra's chariot, the one that took Rama away to the forest. Paru's eyes lit up. So, Rama's coming back. Papa shook his head slowly. No, my dear. The chariot was returning, but it was empty. Empty? Chanku asked. Yes. Sumantra sat alone, his hands shaking on the reins. His eyes filled with tears. He whispered again and again, how can I face the king without Rama? When the people saw the chariot, they ran out joyfully shouting, Rama is back. Look, Sumantra has returned. But then, Papa paused, their smiles disappeared. Why, Papa? Paru whispered. Because Rama wasn't there. Nor was Sita. Nor Lakshman. The children looked up and asked, where is Rama? Birds sat silently on the trees. The whole city felt like it had lost its favorite song. Far away in the palace, Papa continued, King Dasharatha lay on his bed. He was not the strong king everyone once knew. His eyes were dim, and his heart was heavy. Queen Kausalya sat beside him, holding his hand. Dasharatha kept whispering, Rama, come back, my dear Rama. Just then, the door creaked open. Sumantra stepped inside. The king's eyes lit up. He tried to sit up, looking behind Sumantra. But Rama wasn't there, Papa said softly. Only silence followed. Where is my son? The king asked. Sumantra fell to his knees and cried, my king, please forgive me. Rama has chosen to stay in the forest. He said he must honor your word. Paru's eyes welled up. Poor King Dasharatha's lips trembled. The curse has come true, Queen Kausalya leaned in. What curse, my lord? She asked gently. And slowly, the king began to tell a story from long, long ago. When I was a young prince, he said, I was proud of one special skill. Shabdabhedi archery. What's that? Asked Chanku, sitting up. Papa explained with a smile, it means aiming at a target by sound alone. Without seeing it. One evening, I was in the forest near the Saryu river. It was silent, only the chirping of crickets could be heard. Then, I heard a gush-gush sound. It was just like an elephant drinking water. So I took my bow and fired. Paru held her breath. But then, I heard a cry. Not of an elephant, but of a boy. I rushed over, Papa continued with a deep sigh. There, lying near the river, was a young boy. His name was Shravana Kumara. He had come to get water for his blind parents. Tears filled Dasharatha's eyes as he remembered. Shravana didn't cry for himself. He said, please give this water to my parents, they're waiting, and then, he left the world. Chanku looked down. Poor Shravana, he was so kind. I carried the water to the boy's parents, Dasharatha continued. They were blind but smiled when they heard the water. But when I told them the truth, their smiles turned into tears. The old father said, just like we lost our only child. You too will lose your dearest son, and you won't be able to stop it. Paru gasped. That was the curse. Papa nodded. Yes, my little one. And now that curse had come true. Queen Kausalya held Dasharatha close, her tears falling like rain. But the king's eyes had already begun to close. He took one last deep breath, and whispered the name he loved most. Papa paused and softly said, Rama, and just like that, King Dasharatha left the world. The bells in the palace rang. But not for a festival or wedding. They rang for the passing of a beloved king. The people wept. Even Kaikeyi sat in silence, full of guilt. The sky turned grey. The rivers flowed more slowly. And flowers were laid outside homes in memory of their king. Papa gently pulled the blanket over Paru and Chanku. Even the greatest of kings, he whispered, can make mistakes. But what made Dasharatha noble was that he never stopped loving his son, not even with his final breath. Moral of the day: every action has a ripple. Even great kings can make mistakes. But true greatness is in accepting the truth and holding love in your heart till the very end. Paru hugged her teddy tighter. Chanku closed his eyes and whispered, Good night, King Dasharatha. Papa smiled and kissed their foreheads. Good night, my little ones.